Hey everybody, what's good? How are you? Royal Rising, happy Thursday. Today is Thursday. What's today's date? October 24th. Ooh, and it's 10:10. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope y'all are having a good week thus far. I'm Nicole, and I'm here to tap with y'all for today's Mahogany Moment. I'm just chilling right now, actually. And I was coming on here just to say, hey, what's good? How's your week been? Just talk to you guys a little bit. And then literally as I'm sitting here, Spirit was like, go grab a deck. So I literally ran upstairs, grabbed a deck of cards, like the one that Spirit told me. First of all, I didn't even know where the hell it was. And I was like, where is this? And I looked on my desk area where I have my desk has like a bookshelf. And I looked on the bookshelf on my desk and I was like, I don't see it. But I know what pouch it's in. Like I know, you know. And so I was like, where the hell is that deck? I don't even know. So then I went and looked in my bag, in one of my bags, and as soon as I opened the bag and pulled up, I have what do you call it? A little wooden chest. As soon as I pulled out my wooden chest, it was right underneath the wooden chest. But I don't even know why I looked there because that's not typically someplace that I would have looked. I would have looked inside the wooden chest and then in my travel bag that I would keep my cards in. But anyways, so I was just like, I don't know. I felt where the energy was of the card clearly. So whatever is in that deck and it's going to come out literally the collective piece of here. But anyways, how are y'all doing? Are y'all having a good week? I hope everybody's having a good week. I'm having a great week so far. So yesterday was a very good day and unexpectedly, I mean, every day is a good day that I'm alive, right? Every day is a good day. But yesterday I literally was in the just flow energy, right? Just flowing with energy and just making it a day, like didn't plan anything. Well, I had a list of shit that I had to get done as always. So I always got a list of things that I need to, accomplish or goals that I have for the day or things that I need to accomplish. And so I got that stuff done and it's been beautiful here, you guys. I mean, when I say beautiful, it's been like, yesterday was 80 degrees. The day prior to that, it was like 78. I mean, it's been phenomenal. And it's October. I've been wearing shorts all this week. And when I tell y'all this is, it's 222 on the timer. When I tell y'all that this is my weather, this is my type of season in October, like all year round, I love it. So wherever that is that I can find this type of weather, the sun shining, a good time, I'm looking for it, okay? So, but here in the DMV and DC area, we've been having really good weather. Like I'm loving this. But anyways, so yesterday I hung out with my baby yesterday. He actually had a day off. So we've been like 2 ships passing at night. His schedule has been insane. And so yesterday was like his one day off, and normally like Wednesdays are date nights, but our schedules have been so insane that we haven't really like had a date night, whatever. So it turned into like a date day, like a full day, unexpectedly. But we ran our errands like we had to do. And so in running our errands, we were in where did we go first? Oh yeah, we went first. Okay, so I love crabs. Okay, so funny story. I like seafood used to be like my favorite food ever, right? And then I got pregnant with Car, and after I had her, like I developed a severe allergy to like all seafood after she was born. So I couldn't even have anything. Like when I say severe, like EpiPens, all that, right? And so I just couldn't have it. And I would get retested. I get tested every year to see what allergies would change and all that stuff. But anyway, so working with my allergist, so she was like, let's just test you for, the seafood and see how you're doing. And by this time, she is 6. She's 6 years old. Is she 6 then? Yeah, because it was like 2017. So she's like between 6 and 7. But anyways, so for 6 and 7 years, I had not had any seafood because I couldn't, right? And so once I got retested in, I think it was, what year? Oh shit, my phone on, my bad, y'all. Yeah, my baby. So I got retested. And it came back that it was fine. So she was like, just try it. So I started trying it. And my allergy prior was so bad. Like if I would smell seafood or anything, like I would literally have a reaction. So I couldn't go into like any place. Like my cousins and my aunts loved Joe's Crab Shack when they were around here. And I could never go. They're like, we're going to have a dinner or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, I would feel so sick just walking in a place. Just like, so I couldn't do any of that. But anyways, so fast forward to got retested a couple years ago again, and my numbers and everything had changed, all right? And so I was like, oh, okay, hey. So I started enjoying seafood again. So crabs, right? So y'all know we got the best crabs. Like Maryland blue crabs are just like the best. So anyway, so we ended up, B's like, baby, he's like, you want to go get some crabs? He kept asking me to. He's like, what do you want? Do you want to eat something? Have you eaten? I was like, I'm good. He's like, you want some seafood or whatever? So he's like, let's look up and see where, I have a friend who makes incredible seafood, and he has a seafood truck. Garlic Sensations. Hey, V. Give him a shout out. His seafood is incredible, you guys. Like, the best ever. And so I was like, by the time we get down there, like, he'd probably be gone or whatever, So I was like, no, let's just go wherever. And he was like, what about the crab place that we went to this summer? Like, did you went to? Because I had forgotten that there was this crab place that I went to in Virginia many, many decades ago. And it was so good. And I literally thought that they had closed. And then I found that they didn't close. They had just relocated to a different location. But because I hadn't been eating seafood for like many, many years, I didn't know. I just figured that they had closed. So we found them. I found them this summer, and we went there, and oh my God, the crabs were phenomenal. And so he's like, what about the place you went to? I was like, oh, I gotta look it up. Let me see where they're at. So I said, oh yeah, what's the name? I couldn't remember the name of it. It was called Captain Pell's. So if y'all ever been there, and it's in Fairfax, crabs are incredible, right? So we went yesterday, and we had crabs. So that was like, it was spontaneous, but it was so good, right? He's like, come on, babe, let's go. So we went, we had some crabs, and I was having the time of my life, right? The crabs were crabbing, okay? So they were so good. So while I'm eating freaking, what's the stuff called? Obey season gets in my goddamn eye, right? Literally, like, I pluck out a claw and the damn Obey season goes in my eye, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's in my eye, And so he's like guiding me to the bathroom because I gotta, you gotta scrub your fingers real good. So I had to scrub my hands real good before I could even like flush my eye out. It was a whole fiasco, but it was cool or whatever. And I was laughing about it. I was like, only this shit would happen to me, right? This is my life. So I washed my eye out, come back to the table, and then we're enjoying, I'm enjoying my crabs. So then we leave there, and we end up going to the store. He's like, let's go to the gun store or whatever. So, we go, to the gun store and pick up a few things, accessories that Byron had needed to get. And so then he was like, what's around here? So I just start Googling or whatever. I was like, I don't know. He's like, well, let's find, I'm a very picky eater. He's like, first of all, let's find some place that you would want to eat at. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't mind me. I'm like rolling up right now. My bad. I mean, I'm just doing what I was doing anyway. But anyway, so, he's like, well, let's find some place that you would eat at. Like, so I'm pulling up places in the area, looking at restaurants that, because like I said, I'm the picky one. And I was like, oh, I would eat at this spot. They got things that I like. And so he's like, all right, well, let's go. Sorry, not sorry, but I need to get my smoke on. And so I need to roll up. Anyways, not sorry. But so he's like, look at the menu and see. So I found this place, and I was like, all right, let's go. So we go, and we end up having like a phenomenal time. It was so random, right? And the place that we ended up at, it was called like Quinn's on the corner. I think it's called Quinn's, but I think it's on the corner or something like that in Arlington. And so we went, and it was their trivia night. And this is the first time that we've ever been there. So it was their trivia night, and it's so funny. We were like, we didn't play trivia. We're like, let's sit and have a drink or whatever and talk. And so we were sitting down at the bar, having a drink, and just, like I said, usually sometimes we always will play trivia, but if we're out and there's a trivia night, we always play. And we always end up losing. I'm like, oh, how do we lose it? We know all these answers. So I was like, I'm not playing, and that's what I said. I was like, I'm not even gonna play, whatever. I'll just listen. Y'all, last night I didn't play, and every answer that the questions were, we knew the answers. Like, and I was like, this is from my generation. Like, and so we looked at the people next to us and we're like, are y'all playing? They were like, yes. And I was like, we're not playing, but for some reason we're getting all the answers right. So, so they started laughing. They were like, really? We were like, yeah. So you're like, if y'all need help, just ask us, right? And they didn't, but so we were just saying the answers out loud, and I was like, oh, it's this and this. And then when they went and turned their papers in and came back, and then we're checking, they were like, y'all was right. Like, yeah, we know, we're surprised too. I said, we're only winning because we're not playing, because if we were playing, we wouldn't be getting answers right. It was just funny. It's just really random. And so ended up having a really great conversation with the lady that was sitting next to me, the girl that was sitting next to me. And just randomly, I started getting like all these downloads. Y'all know, this is, okay, so part of the reason that I like to go out, but I don't, is because sometimes the messages can be so overwhelming. Like my downloads, like I just start hearing a whole bunch of shit, and it could be a lot sometimes. So sometimes I really just like to I don't want to hear any of that. But last night we were having such a good time, just chilling, whatever. And so I started getting downloads for the girl that I was sitting next to, that was sitting next to us. And I just started telling her stuff, and I was sharing with her, whatever. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you for telling me this. You literally like spoke life into me. And, it was just such a good conversation, and that was like Spirit's way of telling me like, okay, you need to get out more and just go with the flow. And I've been doing that. I've been getting outside of my comfort zone and having a good time. And so I did that, and she was like, I was telling her how, I was like, I'm not even supposed to be here. I was ready to be at home in my pajamas chilling, right? Because I had a quote unquote free night. And I was like, listen, ain't nothing better for me than to be at home in my PJs chilling, either watching something on YouTube or TV or Dateline, whatever, listening to, like I'm doing right now, listening to some Zen music, get my smoke on, just chilling, just whatever, whether I'm drawing or color, whatever I'm doing, right? Just at home, enjoying the amenities that we pay for with this mortgage, right? So I was telling her, I was like, we weren't even gonna be out. It was just random. I Googled this place, and I was like, oh, I'll go here, and we ended up here. And she was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't gonna come out tonight either, but someone was like, just go. So I came out, and she's like, literally talking to you. She's like, I've been asking for like guidance and direction. She's like, and talking to you. She's like, I literally was supposed to be here. She's like, I'm so grateful that you came out. You went with the flow. I went the flow. She's like, I just put my books away because I got a midterm on Friday, but I came out. She's like, I'm just really grateful that our paths crossed, And so I was like really happy to have that experience. And I was like, yo, that's so deep. Like, I love, when a spirit puts me in these situations where they're outside of my comfort zone, but at the same time, the most incredible and beautiful experiences occur, right? For myself and for others or what have you. And so, she was like, give me your information. I'm going to tell everybody about you. And just like, she's like, I'll never forget this conversation. And so I started sharing stuff with her about, my life and what have you, and just different paths that I've taken. And she was like, and I had shared something with her, and she's like, what you just shared with me is literally what I'm experiencing right now. And I'm at a crossroads, and I said, I understand that. I said, I know what it's like to be in that situation. And I'm just, whatever decision you make, just know that it's for you, and trust yourself. Just trust whatever you feel, And she was like, I just really needed to hear that because, people are wanting her to make a decision, to make a particular decision. And she's like, yes, I could do that and everything would be fine. But like, I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel happy in that, and I was really telling her like, I understand, trust your path and trust your purpose. So that was the message for, that she needed to hear. And it just so happens that the most tumultuous and difficult situation of my life that I was experiencing, previously in a while ago was, you never know why you're going through stuff and you're like, why the fuck is this happening to me, right? And so that experience allowed me, like the coming out of that experience and knowing what I dealt with and the lessons that I learned, allowed me to just really open up and share with somebody who's a complete stranger that I don't know, and just share very vulnerable things with her, and, she cried, and it was very good for her and me. And I was like, thank you for, trusting me with the information that you're sharing with me. And, thank you for opening up and being vulnerable, because she didn't have to do that. She could have been like, but she was just like very open and receptive to that. And I was very open and receptive to what she was sharing with me, right? And in our conversation, it was just, I could see like we were both having like a healing experience, like me being outside of my comfort zone and, talking to a lot of people and all that stuff. And then her, being in that space, like, having a vulnerable situation. And so she, she opened up and she was sharing, and she was like, I'm just really grateful that you're here. And so I was grateful that I was there too, and that we were there and having a good time. And that was my takeaway. It was like, literally go with the flow, and the most unexpected things happen, like in such a beautiful way. So just as much as I was pouring into her, she poured into me as well. Like, it was so beautiful and so good. And so I was just really grateful to have that exchange with her. And so, yeah, I say all to say, it's when we do what's unexpected that it can be just such a beautiful surprise. And it was such a beautiful surprise. And so take a risk, take a chance, go with the flow, and just get out there, right? And so that's a message for somebody. And I know it seems roundabout and long that I had to go into that, but there's a reason that Spirit had me share that with you guys. So I am definitely gonna pull these cards. I'm gonna shuffle and cleanse them, of course. But like I said, I was sitting here minding my business, and I was just gonna come on and talk to you guys about, share about my experience yesterday and what we were doing. And Spirit was like, go get this deck. So I went and got the deck. I'm being obedient. I'm going with the flow. And I'm downstairs and outside enjoying the weather, and came inside because the breeze started breezing a little bit too strongly for me. And I was like, nah, let me keep the window open and just go inside. So I got the windows open and stuff, but I'm just gonna light this sage and cleanse this deck. So yeah, but yesterday was really dope and beautiful and such a good experience. And I'm here to let you know that sometimes when we're going through a very difficult situation, it takes us just stepping back for a moment, taking a step back, removing ourselves temporarily, and, if that's the case, and just allowing ourselves to just hear our thoughts and hear, just get away from whatever it is that's the task at hand that you're dealing with, and just take a step back, to get a little bit of clarity. And in doing that, your answers will come to you in the perfect and right divine timing, right? Sometimes you just got to take a step back. And it's okay to do that, Taking a step back doesn't mean a failure or a loss, or it's none of that. It literally is just giving yourself time to process the information and the situation as best as you need to. All right, so let's cleanse this deck. Divine angels and ancestors, I thank you so much for this day, this time, this space, and this opportunity. I thank you for life. I thank you for the lessons and the blessings. I thank you for all that you do. I thank you for how you continue to show up for myself and the collective, and how you guide us, how you provide for us, and how you always give us the exact answers that we need when we need it. I ask that you will please bless and cleanse this deck, remove any negative energy. There's a card that already fell out. Remove any negative energy. Send back to sender anything that is not of the highest and greatest good that they are sending towards myself, the collective, and the viewer. We return it to them. And I'm just letting the cards fall out as they fall. And so, Spirit, what do you want the collective to know? You had me come get this deck, and there's something that you want me to share. So what is that, Spirit? What do you want me to share with the collective? Even though some cards fell out, I'm still going to continue with my cleansing and shuffling. All right, so what do you want to share? Yeah, so just literally what I feel is just let your light shine. That's what I'm hearing. Like, be the light of the world. Be the light. Let your light shine through is what I'm hearing right now. Just let your light shine through. All right. Anything else you want to share with the collective today, Spirit? We've got 3 cards out. Is there anything else that you want to share? Any additional messages? Half the deck on accident. One, 2, and 3. All right, I'm just gonna flow with the cards that are that have fallen out, and we've got 3 cards that have fallen out so far. And we're going to take a look at them together, and let's see what they are, because I don't know what they are. Let's see. The very first card that we have here says perspectives. When you become distracted with minor details, the opportunity of appreciating the profound beauty all details create is lost. It's card number 24. All right, this is what that looks like. Perspectives. Ooh, y'all, I love when this happens. Okay. The next one says cathartic. To live a life comprised of harmony is to think and feel harmoniously. Cathartic. All right. And the third card that we have, I said that I love when this happens because listen, Spirit never has me out here looking crazy, looking like I'm lying. Like Spirit literally, I told y'all what I was hearing. This card says being of light. Being of light. Of all the cards that pop out of the deck, and I kept hearing let your light shine, like let your light shine was what I'm hearing, right? It says being of light. Allow the light radiating from you, reignite the light within them. Allow the light radiating from you to reignite the light within them. How incredible is that, you guys? I love that. I love that. That's literally what I was just saying. Just like let your light shine. Let your light shine. Okay, that's the message for the collective today that Spirit wanted to share. Okay, I don't have nothing else to add. That's what Spirit wanted to share with you guys, and I just really pray that the message finds you at the perfect divine timing. Like literally, you can't make this shit up. You cannot. You really can't make it up. Let your light shine. Perspectives. Cathartic. That's what Spirit wanted to share with you guys today, okay? And I thank you again, Spirit, for allowing me to be the messenger, you know, the deliverer of the message. And I really, really hope and pray that it meets you guys at the perfect divine time. And thanks for tapping in and sharing this time, space, and energy with me, you guys. I look forward to the next time. Go out there, let your light shine. Have a great day. And until the next time, I will talk to y'all later. Love you guys. Bye.